Sean McCarthy, and this is the Lucky Orange Show. We're talking today all about season 2 of the show. So this is a bit of an in-between episode, bridging the gap from season 1 to season 2. I want to share some exciting updates about the focus of the show, the types of conversations that we'll be having all throughout 2025. We'll talk about the first episode that's coming next week. I also have a request for you. So let's get into it. Coming off the heels of 2024 from the Lucky Orange Show, I was taking a moment to pause and look at the numbers of the show. And I saw that, at least on Spotify, we had over 30 countries represented in listeners. So that's really, really exciting. Now, heading into this year, one thing I wanted to do was to be able to provide a better answer to the question, what is the Lucky Orange Show about? What I really want to do is focus in on something that matters a lot to me and the team here at Lucky Orange, which is data storytelling. We're a conversion rate optimization toolkit. And so the world that we play in is websites and digital marketing and optimization. And a lot of what has to happen there is taking qualitative and quantitative data and figuring out what story it's trying to tell us. And so this year will all be centered around helping you tell better stories with your data. Now, this isn't just for a data scientist or a data team. Of course, we hope those people listen. We hope that if that's you, you find value in these conversations. But this is really for people like me who are studying heat maps, watching session recordings, looking at voice of the customer data and saying, what in the heck is this telling me? How can I pull an experimentation hypothesis out of this? How can I turn this into messaging or a new email that I'm writing? And so throughout the year, you'll see people like copywriters, designers, analysts, all centered around data storytelling. So my question and request for you is that if you can think of somebody in your network, or if it's you and you're making the rounds on podcasts, you're doing webinars, I'd love to hear from you and say, let's talk about data storytelling. What's your angle? What's your approach? How are you finding success with this for yourself or for clients or for your brand? Find me on LinkedIn, and I'll link it below here in the YouTube description of this video. Find me on LinkedIn, shoot me a DM, let me know, and we can get started on that conversation. So starting next week, we have the first episode of this new focus, which we'll be kicking off with Cody Smith. Now, Cody is a conversion copywriter. And so by necessity, she takes a lot of information from her clients that she's advising. She takes quantitative data from their GA4 account. She takes qualitative data from their voice of the customer feedback and surveys and customer supports and whatever it might be. And she turns that into a story that helps her write a better story for the clients. She and I recorded this conversation a couple of weeks ago, so I'm sitting on it. I can't wait to publish it next week and get this season going. But until then, happy optimizing.